Hey, good morning. Welcome to Morning Momentum. It is Wednesday. We're right in the middle of the week. Today, in our session, we're going to be talking about the challenges in life, how to know what challenges to take by knowing your unique fit, what is unique about you. So get a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and we'll go through this together. Can't wait to have you join me. The psalmist wrote in Psalms chapter 139, verse 14, "I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made." I want you to think about that last phrase. You are wonderfully made. I read recently that if uncoiled, the DNA in all of your body's cells would stretch 10 billion miles. That's long enough to reach from here to Pluto and back. Your body has enough iron in it to forge a 3-inch nail. You also have enough carbon to make 900 pencils, enough fat to make 7 bars of soap, give or take a few. Others may be a few more than others, but anyway, that's another subject for another day. Your body contains enough phosphorus to make 2,200 match heads and enough water to fill a 10-gallon tank. You are wonderfully made. They say laid end to end, an adult's blood vessels could circle Earth's equator 4 times. The human heart beats more than 3 billion times in an average lifespan. Your heart will also pump about 1.5 million barrels of blood during your lifetime. That's enough to fill 200 train tank cars. In camera terms, your eyes see the equivalent of about 576 megapixels. Our brain has over 100 billion nerve cells and has long-term memory capable of holding up to 1 quadrillion bits of information. You are wonderfully made, and you are 1 in a million, or really 1 in 7.5 billion. Because although we have the similarities of basic human needs and body structure, there are some things about us that make us special and unique. For instance, out of the 7.5 billion people in the world, you are specifically identifiable by the iris of your eye. Even your own 2 irises don't match one another. A study in the Journal of Forensic Dental Sciences found that the pattern of elevation and depressions in the lips are as unique as our fingerprints. Like a fingerprint, the tongue has its own patterns that are uniquely yours. Your voice is unlike anyone else's. A fetus's toe prints develop at the same time as fingerprints and are just as unique. All of this, along with our individual talents, personality, and experiences, combine to make us who we are. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Some of us are introverts and prefer to be quiet. Others are extroverts and they are energized by crowds. Some are morning people. Others are night owls. Someone once said, there are 2 kinds of people. There are those who jump out of bed before the alarm even goes off and say, "Good morning, Lord." Then there are those who hit snooze, roll over, and say, "Good Lord, it's morning." Learning what energizes us, what environments are most conducive to our productivity or lack thereof, is vital to our success. And I want to just add here, release the self-imposed burden of matching someone else's giftedness. It's okay if you're not the expert at everything. This is also an important lesson to apply in our Christian walk. 2 Corinthians chapter 10 teaches the danger of unhealthy comparisons. At one end of the spectrum, it leads us to arrogance, while at the other end of the spectrum, it leads to inferiority. Maybe you feel like you don't measure up to others. You may think, God cannot use me like He can use this person. They really know their Bible. Or, I wish I were outgoing like that person. I'm just too shy. But do not underestimate God's ability to use your particular gifts within the context for His glory. Of course, we shouldn't use our weakness as an excuse not to grow and improve. And I will add, some people carry the weight of others' expectations. But we have to balance all of that with the understanding that God made me and He made you. He made each of us different. So, I want to encourage you today to identify and function confidently in your strength and the traits that make you uniquely qualified to be successful in your context. Embracing who God created us to be with all of our strengths and weaknesses positions us to bring glory to God through our lives.